Hey guys, I'm RNG. Today I'm going to be reacting to your watches on watchrng. Yes, I know this is a Nico Leonard style video, but like, what else am I going to do, all right? I was going to do a state of the collection video, but it turns out I did one too recently. So we're going to do this instead. It'll be fun. And I'm going to try to be more positive than him and not make fun of everybody all the time. So let's just dive in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. It really helps me out in the algorithm. And let's just dive into it. My most worn watch in 2025. Let's see what we got going on in here. We got this nice Glycine. It's like, this isn't the Airman, this is one of their other watches. I like Glycine. I know they're owned by flippin' Invicta. Does Invicta own Glycine now? I think they do. Glycine makes some cool stuff. I'm not on board with their logo. And I think they have just too many models of watches. That is a nice one. I like that blue dial. Ooh, that's the Zenith Pilot. I like Zenith. I think that's a pretty watch, but I think of Zenith, I don't really think of like Pilot's watches. You know, I think of like chronographs. Still, I think these are two nice watches. They're very similar. Those are like the two watches you picked up this year. You definitely have a style. There's definitely something that you intentionally did. Holy crap. There's no way. There's literally no way. I did not post this, okay? This is posted by Chris Bick. Oh my flipping God. Look at this. What are the flipping chances of this? This is my flipping wrist check for the day. I'm wearing the exact same watch. This was my first mechanical watch. I bought this off Amazon on like a Prime Day deal years ago. Years and years and years ago, and I still wear this flipping thing. What are the chances? And it's on a green NATO? I mean, my NATO's different. Mine's more like olive colored than his, but what are the chances of that? Holy crap, man. Okay, the Seiko Rotocall. I like these. I think these are cool watches. They're digital watches. You rotate the bezel to change the features so you can switch from like the stopwatch and time and things like that. I think they're cool. The Sinn Classic 12. That is a banger watch. That watch is beautiful. I love Sinn and I like their tool watch thing, but like they know how to class it up. Sinn knows how to make a good looking watch. It's undeserved by pictures. Man, that's a beautiful watch. I absolutely love that. I think that's like a 10 out of 10 looking watch. The Seiko 6139A, this is a vintage piece from the 70s, they say. That's a good looking watch, man. I love when they put color on the dial. I like the fact that there's some yellow between 12 and 3 o'clock there, kind of like a countdown timer. And then also the sub-seconds has a blue around it. I'm not a big fan of the blue accent around that sub-dial like being non-proportional, right? The bottom of it's thinner than the top. I wish it was just a straight up, you know, even circle all the way around it. Oh, this is a chronograph. Okay, that's the chronograph. I didn't realize it was a chronograph. I thought it was a small seconds. And I'm like, why is it 30? It's because I didn't see the second hand here. Okay. All right, so this is a chronograph. So that's cool. Still, I wish the circle was even. We got a Doxa here. I love Doxa. The like cushion kind of tortoise style case is neat on Doxas. I don't think I've seen a Doxa chronograph before. He spent his budget for the year, I have no doubt. It's a cool looking watch. The Seiko Speed Timer, all black. I had one of these and I sold it. I just sold it like a couple of weeks ago. It was a good watch. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't doing it for me. NWA for the new year, your first Longines. Look at this bad boy here. I like Longines, but that's a pretty watch. I'm used to the Longines like Big Eye. That's my favorite Longines chronograph. That's cool. I like the lume on it. I think it's a good looking watch. I don't like all this space though here between the strap and the lugs. Yeah, he's got his most worn watches of the year. A Rolex Explorer 2, banger. Omega Seamaster, banger. Tudor Black Bay. He sold it though. Traitor. One collection, different straps. So we got is that a Speedy reduced or is that just a regular old Speedy? I can't tell. And we got the Monaco and then we got some sort of vintage Omega down here, dress watch. Is that the Constellation? I can't tell what that is. And I don't know enough about Omega to tell you anyway. That's cool though, I like that. It's weird to me that you have two like chronograph style racing watches and then a small little dress watch. I feel like this collection needs a diver. 2 chronographs and a 3 watch collection is a bit much, but these are some banger watches, man. Sunday selection, your favorite watch. We got a friggin' Rolex Presidential here, huh? Wow. It's an old man, that's a neo vintage piece. It's got the tritium on it. You can see the little T here next to Swiss made. I mean, that's a beautiful watch. I'd wear it all the time too if I owned one. The Zodiac Seawolf here, did you find it at TJ Maxx or did you find it at Ross Dress for Less? In case you guys don't know, Zodiac is owned by Fossil, and Fossil has decided to declare bankruptcy, and they've been liquidating all their stock, including their Zodiac watches, and people have been finding Zodiacs at Ross Dress for Less and TJ Maxx, discount clearance stores. They've been finding them for like 200 bucks. I went to everyone in town looking for one, could not find one anywhere. Everybody's trying to flip them for like $1,200. They're not gonna get it. Oh, here we got a Breitling. What are you wearing this Sunday? This guy right here, this watch, and it's set at 10 o'clock here. If I saw you out in public wearing this watch, I would think you were getting ready to, like, I don't know, rob a bank. Like, it's just, I know there's this connotation with Breitling and bad guys. It's absolutely true. All the unsavory and shady individuals I know in my life have liked Breitling. Not all of them, but a lot of them have. That watch just looks, it's so edgy. I mean, I love it. Oh my God, somebody bought a Bremont. It's Bremont. Look at that, my God. The Nomos World Timer. This is one of my favorite watches of last year. I think that's so cool. That is just like, that watch is so good looking. That sub dial there with those colors. I love how striking and weird Nomos went with the colors on these watches. Some of those limited edition ones. I just love that. But I hate the lugs on Nomos. I would buy one of these, by the way. I would buy one of these if it wasn't for the lugs, and I wish it had a coin edge bezel. Marloe. That's cool. The Aerodyne Electra. I know they're like an independent kind of like almost micro brand. Maybe they're bigger than that now, but I've seen some people talk about Marloe watches, especially like Top Tier Ticker. He's awesome. I know he likes Marloe. I think that's a good looking watch. It looks very small. Like, it looks really small. Like, look how big the wrist is in proportion to that. Holy crap. It's an Hamilton Intramatic. That's their bicompax chronograph, right? The Intramatic? I've never seen this. That's really cool. I think that's a great looking watch. I love that. Changed to a leather strap. Looks much better with a leather strap. I guess this is the leather strap and this is whatever it came on. I've never seen this model Casio before, and I've seen a lot of Casios. That's cool. I mean, I like that. I'm more of like a digital Casio fan, but you know, these little analog Casios, they're not bad. This looks like a vintage watch. I've never seen this. I know there's some modern Casios that kind of have this square shape, and I've seen them and I've owned a couple of them, but I've never seen this one. Holy hell, what is this? Oh my God. What is this watch? It's a Swatch wake-up watch. Okay. Oh, I don't even know what to say about it. It doesn't look huge there. Okay. So you can remove the wake-up thing. Okay, that pops off, I guess. What is the history with this? This is the first watch I bought when I was 17 years older, so I watched the documentary of Swatch, which is cool, okay, and I fell in love with it. I cannot lie. I still love the colors, but that's all. I'm not a big fan of plastic watches, of Swatch, okay. I found it yesterday, changed the battery, and it's still working. Surprised you got it 19 years ago. I wouldn't be surprised that you got it 19 years ago and it still works when you change the battery. That's wild. That's one of the craziest watches I've ever seen in my life. What is this? It's got a meteorite dial on it. It's a Traska. You know, I didn't like Traska at first. When I first saw them and I first got into watches, they were kind of like just starting to do their thing. But now that I've gotten to understand more about watch design and like what's cool and what isn't cool, or what I think is cool and isn't cool, I like Traska better. At first I thought they were just plain. You see this here with like the meteorite dial, and then you have the red GMT hand, and then you got this like blue suede strap. I mean, that's very striking. I think that's really cool. My God, look at that strap. Look at that strap. Wow, it's like hand tooled with flowers. I like that. Is that like a dragon down there? I can't tell. My like dream holy grail watch that I'll never own, but like if I had like infinite money, the watch I would buy would be this watch, but in like solid yellow gold. I think the Vacheron Constantin Overseas has the most beautiful blue dial of any watch. Never seen one that's even close to it. That's a beautiful watch. That is a beautiful watch. Look at this here. Okay, here are my 3 most worn watches. We got a two-tone date just here. We got a good old Seamaster here with the red tux. This is my second favorite Seamaster. I do like this one with the coaxial movement in it. Nice little upgrade. And then we got a Tudor Black Bay 58. I wear a Tudor Black Bay 58 pretty regularly. I have one. I don't like the bracelet on it. I think that's a great 3-watch selection for your most worn watches of the year. If I owned all 3 of these, I like date justs, but I like the newer ones better. These are a little too small for me. It looks like, almost like a lady's watch. It's still cool, I would wear it, but I would wear the Seamaster more. What in the hell am I looking at? What is this? This is one of the higher end ones, the Prospex line, right? Is it called the Yasuke? That's a cool watch. This glove though, my God. I love to look at Xerix. I haven't found one yet that has enticed me enough to buy one. But that's a cool looking watch. You know what it looks like? It looks like a weight scale from the 1950s. Like if you went in a 1950s housewife's bathroom, that's exactly what the scale would look like. And I'm okay with that. I'm on board with it. What do we have here? We have two Revelots. I love Revelot. Revelot is my favorite micro brand out of the Far East. I think these are great watches. I have a couple Revelots and I wear them all the time. The Squale 1545, taking in Hoosiers at the Rose Bowl. I don't want to hear this shit. I'm from Alabama. Alabama played Hoosiers at the Rose Bowl and got stomped. My team got beat by his team. So what are you wearing? A Squale? Freaking Squale's on my shit list now. These are beautiful watches. These are like the high-end Citizen. These watches are like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 or something, right? They're beautiful. The finishing on them is magnificent, but it's still a quartz watch. I don't have anything about quartz watches, man, but like, what I don't know is this like an upgraded quartz movement? Is the movement like decorated? If I'm getting up into like thousands of dollars for a watch, I expect a little like finishing and a little bit of decoration on the movement. I want the watch to be beautiful all the way through. And I don't know that about the Citizen. I know they're amazing watches. They're beautiful. I've seen one. It's hard to see here, but like the Citizen logo is like elevated. There's like a shadow under it. I'm sure it just sits on a couple little posts. Cool watch, but like, I don't know. I mean, it is the ultimate set it and forget it piece. There's no doubt about that. Is that another Sinn? He's watching the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers. It looks like a Buffalo Wild Wings. It's not. It's a fancy brewery, which is just a fancy version of Buffalo Wild Wings. That's really good. I love that Sinn like puts argon, inert gases in their watches to like increase the water resistance, I guess, and also their ability to not, I don't know, break down over time. It just protects them against oxidation. And I love that they put like the chemical symbol for argon on it. I love that. Every Sinn should just say argon. Like, I just love that. It's one of my favorite things about them. Thorn, okay. I love Thorn. They're my favorite Chinese AliExpress brand freaking homage ripoff company, like knockoff. I love Thorn. I think this is a good looking watch, dude. I think it's a good watch. I mean, it's an absolute ripoff of like a vintage Rolex, 100% Submariner. It's got that gray pre-faded bezel. That's a good looking watch, man. I like Orient. If anybody's gonna buy like a first mechanical watch and they kind of don't want to get a Seiko, Orient's my go-to to recommend. I love the power reserve on that. What is this? What is this watch? I have never seen that watch. It's a modern Tudor. It's got the shield. It's got the middle bezel, but then it has this like 4 o'clock crown. What is this watch? What is this? I don't know. They're talking about metal. Like it's metal, or is it just like it's made out of metal? I don't know. I've never seen that watch. Anybody knows what that is? Feel free to tell me in the comments. Oh my God, look at that. An Ulysse Nardin, the blast-free wheel. My Lord, what a watch, dude. Well, if you stuck around this long, thank you so much. This is a lot of fun, dude. I had a great time doing this. If you want to see some more content like this, let me know. You can let me know by subscribing to the video, give me a like, and telling me in the comments. Really appreciate you guys. This was a lot of fun. I had a great time, and I really enjoy doing this. I'll catch you guys in the next one.